I'm Danny Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. And boy, are you going to be glad you tuned in. I am joined by Jesus U, BettaWork, who is a comedic entertainer. I wouldn't have known.
Well, you be the judge.
Yeah, well, we're going to be the judge after this 10-minute segment.
Ooh, 10 minutes of flame.
Well, Jesus, you do actually some great work and bring some love and fun and laughter to our entire community. And we just want to make sure that our viewers of Penn Voice get a little bit of you and what you do and what you bring to our community by talking about your Fiesta. Oh. So would you tell us a little bit about some of the comedy work that you're doing?
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Danny, to you and everyone here for having me on Penn Voice. You know, in high school, just a quick note, I was voted most likely to appear on Penn Voice in 2019.
Who would have known?
And I didn't even graduate.
Do come true.
But yes, so I host and I also book and promote the You BettaWork comedy Fiesta. That's the correct pronunciation. That takes place every third Friday of the month at 7:30 p.m. at the San Mateo County Pride Center, right here in the community.
So one of the things, could I digress for just a minute? First, I want to see if I can do Fiesta.
Ooh,
did I do it?
Danny Gasparini, cha-cha-cha. That's exactly how you do it.
I've got it. But the San Mateo County Pride Center is a fairly new community center for our LGBTQ community.
Yes.
And I think just for 1 second, could you give just a little bit of your own heart in what this center actually means for a very important part and segment of San Mateo County and our entire community?
Yes, well, I mean, the services that are provided by the San Mateo County Pride Center are not just fabulous, but they're very much needed.
Right.
And I mean, for me, it's a pleasure to be able to bring in, you know, just a little grain of humoristic sand,
right,
to add to their, you know, their services and also their community events that that in addition to our show that take place at the center.
Right.
I mean, I'm from San Mateo County. I was born and raised in San Mateo. I'm now in Redwood City. So I've been here all my life, and this is what happens, I think, when you stay here.
Isn't that great?
It's a great thing. So I wish, when I was younger, I wish that something like the San Mateo County Pride Center was available.
Right.
I think it's also, you know, particularly with their youth services, are very important. And so I'm very happy to be able to bring, you know, other stand-up comics once a month to the San Mateo County Pride Center, to our community.
Right, and when is it? Tell us when your comedy show is.
Yeah, so it's every third Friday of the month at 7:30 p.m. We're normally done by 9 p.m. so that because you know, the San Mateo County Pride Center is an alcohol-free space, so we try to let, you know, the audience out early so that they can, you know, go and do their thing, their more nocturnal things. Yeah, but you know, set them off on the right foot.
So you bring in comedians throughout the county, anyone who wants to come and be part of the show, and then you do all the booking and you do all the scheduling, and the guests can come free of charge.
Absolutely. There is a suggested $5 donation, but no one is turned away. One of my the reasons for doing the show at the San Mateo County Pride Center specifically is because I wanted to make it financially accessible to everyone, to the community, anyone that wants to come out, you know, once a month and enjoy some laughs. And these are all comics that are, you know, Bay Area based, but they're you know, working at the San Francisco Punchline, Rooster T. Feathers, the San Jose Improv, Tommy T's in the East Bay, you know, the major comedy clubs here in the Bay Area. So it's exciting to be able to bring them to San Mateo County, because I think there's you know, a bit of a lack of entertainment, of stand-up comedy specifically. There's no major comedy club in San Mateo County, so so it feels good. How do you get
the word out to make sure, like, other than the thousands of viewers we have here on Penn Voice? How do you let everyone know to come the third? I think it's the third Friday.
The third Friday
month.
Yeah, well, you know, just promote any way you can. But yeah, I mean, flyering, which is considered old school, I think now. I mean, a lot of online promoting, you know, the major social media outlets, other community resources as well. One
of the things that you do, which I think is wonderful, is you kind of pass that tip jar around, and part of the proceeds go back to help the San Mateo County Pride Center. And I thought that was a wonderful piece of what you do.
Thank you. Yeah, so the tip jar that's passed around, where the, you know, it's the suggested $5 $5 donation goes to, one, to help put some money in the performers' pockets.
Right.
And also a portion is reserved for the San Mateo County Pride Center, to put our little portion to assist them and, to continue with their providing of all the great services that
besides
they do.
your own show, which I can only imagine is phenomenal, what has been some of your greatest shows that you've thought were a lot of fun besides your own?
Well, the You BettaWork Comedy Fiesta has kind of always been the show. I started it up in San Francisco, and then did it a couple different places here in the community.
Right.
But another show that I put together is called the Chilicon Comedy Fiesta, and that's hosted by my auntie Chilicon Consuela, who's from Planet Las Amazonas. People think it's me in drag, but I'm like, why do you keep saying that? So that's always been a fun show, but it's always a fiesta.
And what makes a fiesta?
Oh, that feels so good. Oh my God, well, laughter, of course. And also it's important to, with promoting, to have audience members there, because then, it gets a little weird when there's no one sitting there and we're just kind of trying to make some chairs laugh. But I think it's really, going back to one of the main purposes of the You BettaWork Comedy Fiesta is, what makes it so great is that it's with community, strong ties with community.
Right.
We really invite everyone, not, of course, the LGBTQ community, but also allies and anyone really that just wants to
laugh.
Come on out and laugh once a month.
And have a great time.
Yeah, and just, I did want to point out, one thing that's particularly important to me with doing the show at the San Mateo County Pride Center is because I want to have the show at a safe space and, an environment where, for instance, someone can bring their partner, hold their hand, rest their head on their shoulder, laugh with them, regardless of, their gender or their gender identity. And just know that we're in community, we're in a safe space, so you can hold whoever's hand, as long as it's consensual, and just have a great time and be in community. And I think really that's at the root of the show, and I think it really also complements the San Mateo County Pride Center's, what they're about as well.
Right, absolutely. So what do you want to make sure that we walk away with? One, we want to invite all of our viewers to make sure that they attend one of your...
Please, yes.
And also, too, the message of love and laughter and comedy, that it has a place for all of us in our lives. And I think that your outfit is amazing, and I love how you work it and love it and bring it to us. So what are some of the kind of underlying messages that you hope come out of some of your shows and performances?
Well, I just really want the community to come out and have a great time, like I've stated earlier. But the comedian lineup is I try to make it as varied as possible. So we have obviously different sexual orientations, comics with different sexual orientations, different gender identities,
different political
ages.
views.
For our upcoming show, our headliner is an ally, Sandra Rizzer, who is fabulous, and she carries her mature age very proudly. She brags about being a waitress at the Last Supper.
So that gives us an age range that we can
absolutely.
think about.
I think it's one of the great things about bringing a diverse lineup of entertainers is that it's going to satisfy, I think, everyone's comedic palate at some point.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Jesus. You BettaWork.
Oh, thank you,
for
Danny.
bringing us some fun and laughter to our Pen Voice segment today. And we do hope that you see a bunch of our Pen Voice viewers coming to your fiesta.
Yes, and they can go to www.jesusubettawork.com for all the delicious information.
Well, I'm sure they will, and we'll make sure that we put that up on the website or up on the program board so that people can see that.
Yeah, and we'll see you there too.
Yes, you will.
Ooh. DG rated.
DG rated. All right, folks. Well, we've had a fun time. I hope you have too. For more of that, make sure that you look up Jesus U BettaWork and his fiesta in the future. So we'll see all of you next time on Pen Voice.